Here we are, welcome back to the channel, and with the RTR League race round 2, we're at Dragon Tail Seaside Reverse in the Honda NSX GR3 car, racing soft tyres and racing medium mandatory. The tyre wear is ×3 and fuel is ×1, so fuel shouldn't be an issue, but we'll definitely have to make a pit stop, so strategy is key. So this is my qualifying lap. Really struggled with this track. Never really liked it, to be honest. Never driven this car before either, so again, I know I've said it before, but having a bit of time off this game just take a bit of time to get back into it again. So yeah, at the minute we've got Kevin in P1, Dark in P2 and Hack and Power in P3. So the Dutch trio absolutely rapid at the minute. Currently in P10, set a lap time of 1:39.3. Qualifying, practice we actually set a lap time, I think it was 38 there, it was 38.1, so quite a bit off the pace. Didn't quite hook this lap up at all, but it's really difficult to get this lap hooked up. As you can see, they're not really getting the ideal line through that last chicane either, which is really difficult. Last chicane, the car is really quite slidey as well, especially with tyre wear. So come across the line, we improved, but only by 10th to be honest, so a bit of a shock in qualifying, really bad. 1.1 seconds slower than in practice for some reason. But there you go, there's your top 10. Kevin on pole, Valk, Hack and Power, Sorso 13, TCC leads, Captain Slowly, Tempo, Banger, Handy Pint, myself, Petrol and Slammer in your top 12. So this is the race. It's a one feature race, a 50-minute race, which is around about 30 laps. And it's a rolling start. Again, I wasn't expecting a rolling start, but I don't know if that's something new for this season. But a rolling start, so we're not going to have much drama coming to the first corner. Everyone's quite spaced out a little bit. So here we go. We start the race. A lot of action to kind of get through. Like I said, this is a really kind of difficult track to follow and to get right. Not much room for error. We've got the death chicane, 50 minutes of the death chicane. Can we survive it? Let's wait and see. We'll do our best if we can. So first time coming into the death chicane is quite a bit sketchy. Going down to fourth gear, sliding kind of left and right, just about getting away with it. Not the best line through there, but we started on the medium tyres. We didn't get much practice on tyre wear, so we're not really sure how long these are going to last, so it's kind of a guessing game when it comes to strategy, but we know we won't have to refuel. So on board with Handy Pint, just taking Captain Slowly, coming out that tight left-hander. As we move a bit further up there, we've got TCC leads and our Banger just in front there, so Handy Pint looking for a kind of switcheroo, not quite making it. You can see behind it's a bit of a tap there from I think it's Captain Slowly. We'll have another look at that. We're on board with myself as we come down trying to get a switcher on Captain Slowly. A slight bit of contact there, but it's minimal contact. But Captain Slowly ends up in the barrier, so we'll have another look at that on board. I think what it does here, it looks like he hits the car in front slightly, which then puts him into my path, but ever so slight contact, which is unfortunate. Captain Slowly into the barrier on lap 1. So a bit further down on starting lap 2, we're right behind Handy Pines, coming for a nice inside move on that left hand on the first corner. Nice little move, but Handy Pint gets a nice little run on the outside. A bit further up we've got Valk, and that tight left turner gets two wheels kind of on the grass, gets on the throttle a little bit too early, which puts him out onto the grass. Sorso 13 taking advantage and moves past Valk into a podium position. Kevin at the minute running away with the lead. So go back to the action. I'm following Handy Pint, completely misjudge the death chicane, missed the braking point. Yeah, absolute nightmare, absolute nightmare. So yeah, death chicane 1, me 0. On board with Rever, takes advantage, so now he's taking P11, so we're going down to P12 on lap 2, which is far from ideal. So yeah, absolute nightmare at the minute, and we can only get better, so fingers crossed. So on to the end of lap 2, as we look at the tempo, just about getting two wheels on the grass, just about saving it as well, which puts the TCC leads in the driving seat into P5. So looking forward to myself. Rever does pretty much exactly the same. They're just wide onto that grass. So we gain a position there into P11. So a bit further up there, we've got Handy Point with a nice run at the last corner. Just passing Tempo on the outside there into turn 1. So into P7 for Handy Point. A lap later, he's down the inside of our bang with a great little move again. So making some moves there. Handy Point up into P6. Lap 5, we've got Tempo going on the inside of our banger as well. Tempo now into P7. Our banger in 8, and we've got Slammer in P9. So in the lap 4, we're behind Petrol. We gave him a little bump draft just to try and push him along. We've got the guys that got a bit of a gap in front there, so we're just going to push him along to see if we can catch him up. But he brakes slightly deep, goes a bit late on the brakes, a bit too deep into that corner, so we take advantage. We're up into P10 now, so again a couple more positions. So at the end of lap 5 comes this tricky last couple of corners, and you can see I think it's Old Banger has a bit of an incident there and into the barrier, so we're getting another position into P9. So kind of just taking advantage of people's mistakes in it, which is all we can do because we haven't really got the pace to be challenging for the win or the podium. So then lap 6 we got Slammer down the inside of Tempo, gets a nice little run through those quick S bends. So down the inside of Tempo to take P7. It's nice and close at the minute, apart from Kevin, who's absolutely flying. Handy Point and number 7 just gets 2 wheels on that red kind of AstroTurf or whatever it was on the outside there, puts him slightly wide, loses a couple of places. You've got Slam in front and Tempo. To come to this tricky left hand, you can see how slidey and how slippy that corner is. It's an absolute nightmare. We on board myself, we almost lose it ourselves there, but managing to get to P8 now, and we've got Tempo in front, who's just over 2 seconds. So we've got 38 minutes left of the race so far. So lap 8, we're on board with Sorte 13, coming to these fast sweeping bends, just catches the inside of that curve, which unsettles the car, puts him into the barrier. Luckily Ghost just in time for TCC Leads to avoid him. TCC Leads are now into 4th place. And Sorte actually recovering there to keep his 5th place, which is a good recovery. On to lap 10. We've got Tempo just in front there. We get a nice little line through there. Tempo runs slightly wide, just on that grass there, and we take P7. So first the pit stops with the Hack and Power. Pulls first blood, he's into the pits first. He's on his soft tyres, and I think he's going to put on a set of mediums. Again, these lasted around about, I think around about 20 minutes or so. So he's coming out, and we've got Tempo and Petrol. He's going to come out right in the middle of this little battle. Tempo just in front, and Petrol just behind as well. Gets a nice run out this first corner. So he's going to try and make a move going to his death chicane, which is can be quite risky. But just, I think, just far enough in front to make that move. That's tight, but it just makes it, scrapes through. Lovely, great move by Petrol, and takes that P8 Hack and Power now into P9. So you can see now Val pits, which gives us P5. We're on the medium tyres again, so we're going to try and go as long as we can. On to lap 12, and this is where it all kicks off. We've got Tempo and Petrol in front, follow each other wide, and then Hack and Power again follows them as well. So the trio of cars spinning and hitting the grass, and look at that. I think that was Albinist, I think, coming through. But on board with Val, he's got the best view of his all kicking off. You see the 2 cars go wide in front, and Hack and Power just about gets in the grass there, and that's like the pass in the Red Sea, straight through. Great move. And we go on board with Albinist to have another look at this. Look at the action. Just about missing. Oh, look how close is that? Just about making it. 3 places up into P7. Great move by Albinist. Yeah, absolutely cracking bit of action there in midfield. So on to lap 12, we've got Petrol now. Gets a nice run out that last corner to pass Tempo, and he takes the top 10 now. He's into P9 with Albinist in front and Hack and Power in P7. So you can see Albinist there just getting him just slightly wrong, going for the left chicane, which gives the opportunity for Petrol to take P8. Great little move, and I think Tempo, if you look behind, is going to follow as well. Just sneaking down the inside. That one little mistake can punish you. So on lap 13, I'm board with Kevin, makes his pit stop. We haven't seen much of Kevin, but to be honest, he's on his own. He's not battling, he's going to race on his own. He's on the medium tyres. He's going to put on a set of fresh soft tyres. He comes out, still in P1. I think Sorte 13 in second place. Got a nice little gap there. Kevin having an absolute dream run at the minute, dominating the race and setting the fastest lap as well at the minute of 39.2. At 13, TCC leads pits, which then gives us 4th place. We're going as long as we can on these medium tyres. Again, the grip really isn't there. Some really dodgy corners like the last chicane. But we're going to try and go as long as we can, do one stop. Slammer in the pits now gives us 3rd place. We've got Kevin and Sorte 13. So this will all unravel a bit later on in the race. So end of lap 15, we decide to pit. We're going to put on the soft tyres. We don't refuel. Refueling shouldn't be an issue. We're going to see where that brings us out. So we've got just about 20 minutes left of the race. So these soft tyres should last if we've done our calculations right. But we don't want to be pitting again. Even though the pit stop's not that long, I think if we try and get away with the one stop, it might work out slightly better. But lap 18, we're on board with Hack and Power just in front. Again, just goes slightly wide in that corner, catches the grass there, ends up in the barrier. Unfortunately, having a great run, but we take P5 now as well on lap 18 with just under 20 minutes to go. But TCC leads in front. They come through the def chicane, take it nice and kind of steady. And we've had an incident in front of TCC leads. He's hit the barrier, so we're going to go around the outside there, capitalising again. So that's P4. So a nice little recovery drive from where we were, P12 at the start of the race with 18 minutes to go. So yeah, not bad. We're just going to take it easy. So lap 19, we've got Petrol and Slammer going at it. Petrol on the inside, and what a great move into those fast S's. Petrol into P8, he's got Captain slowly just in front. And Tempo in the top 10 too. So we've got Albinist on lap 21, we've got Albanger just in front. Again, these horrible, slidey, strange corners. But manages to take Albanger to get P11. So great drive for Albinist as well. Going on to lap 22, we've got Val coming to that same corner. And same result again, just gets 2 wheels in that kind of AstroTurf, and again it's absolutely punishing these track does. These curbs are an absolute nightmare. They're a joke, to be honest. But it catches them out. Sorte now into P2. So lap 22, you've got TCC leads and a fresh set of soft tyres. On the outside of Hack and Power, it's a great cracking move, that is. Cracking move, but he's on a fresh set of soft tyres. If you look at Hack and Power, he's on mediums, so couldn't really defend that one. For lap 28, you've got Slammer and Hack and Power going at it. How close do you like it going down there? Medium tyres for Slammer. And Hack and Power trying to get the power as early as he can, but a bit too eager, and puts him into the barrier. The captain slowly might be able to capitalise coming to the def chicane. I think he's got a nice little run, should be able to do it. Just manages to do it into the def chicane, you can see now following him. Great action there. Scraping the barrier by the sound of it as well, so to be there. So if you ever want to see what dead tyres look like when they hit the cliff, look at this. This is lap 28. This is Petrol, on board of Petrol, absolute no grip whatsoever. This Honda NSX is an absolute joke when it's got tyre wear. But we're on board with Kevin. He's on the last lap of the race. We haven't seen much of him this race, but like I said, he's been out on his own. He's been in an absolute league of his own, to be honest. He's done, I think, 2 pit stops. And so he's put on fresh set of soft tyres, and he's still going purple. He's actually catching some back markers as well, so absolutely rapid. But he's set a lap time of 1:38.1. He's going to come across the line, and he's going to beat that. I think it's going to be a 1:38.0 on the last lap of the race. So congrats, GG to Kevin. He takes his another win on round 2. We've got Valk in second place, and Sorte 13 are your top 3. We come across the line and we take a 4th place, so we'll take that. From 12th on the grid, we'll take a 4th and a track that I cannot stand, and a car that's quite difficult to drive. Just about managing it with tyre wear, but it's not over yet. We're on board with Temp on the last lap, and you can see, look again, tyre wear. He loses it on that corner, and Hack and Power couple of corners in front again, losing it, and this is just all down to this tyre where they've got traction control on. It still it still doesn't help at all. Look at that, the car just absolutely wants to kill you. So tempo taking P8 on the last lap of the race, and that's it. Kevin, GG Kevin, Valk, Sorte 13 is your top 3. We managed to get 4th place, TCC leads in 5th, Slammer 6th, Captain Slowly, Tempo, Hack and Power, Banger, Albanist and Rever is your top 12. Well, that's it guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We're back again, racing again next Thursday for a sprint race, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.